Welcome back to another episode of Threddit. Today's topic is little lies or big lies, or white lies, everything in between. Everybody tells a little white lie at some point in their life,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. It happens.
and we're
Can
here to
confirm.
expose.
Oh.
I'm Cody.
I'm Chris.
I'm Megan.
And I'm Willow.
This is Threddit. And I couldn't be more excited to start off today.
I'm excited.
Yeah.
Here with our besties. And we're thriving.
Yes. Positive vibes.
Do you guys have some juicy stories?
Yeah, mine's
Mine contains juice.
Oh.
Some kind of juice.
30%.
Interesting. Well, who is going first today?
I think Christopher should lead.
I would love it. I would love to go first.
Okay, do it.
Like I said, mine does involve a little bit of juice.
I'm scared.
This one is from Confession. Username John B. Gaiman. From 2 days ago. I fibbed about being a chili master, and now I'm in over my head. There's the juice.
Ew.
It's chili.
All I see is that one guy from The Office spilling the chili.
All right. I need to come clean because this is becoming a bigger ordeal than I ever thought it would, and either getting it off my chest will help or maybe someone has some advice. I was in the office the other week, started a new position a couple months ago, and some of my coworkers were talking about cooking. For context, I don't know how to cook. I am a microwave master chef, if you will. They're all going around saying what their best dishes are until it gets around to me. I don't know if I just caught up in the moment or if I just wanted these people to like me so much. It's been rough making new friends since moving here for work. But I just blurted out the first thing I could think of. They got interested, started asking me more and more clarifying questions. Long story short, they now think I came runner-up in my old town's chili cooking competition with my family's multi-generation chili. I thought I got away with it. Harmless white lie. When does something like that come back up? Well, yesterday apparently. Just my luck. One of my coworkers' HOA is holding a charity chili cook-off, and now the office is trying to convince me to enter. It's your chance to actually win one now, and it's for a good cause. I'm screwed. I tried to act excited, tell them I'd consider it. But I'm serious when I say the most complicated thing I've ever cooked was hamburger helper.
Oh my God.
I'm considering asking my wife to help me. I haven't told her about the situation yet, but I know she's going to get a kick out of it and laugh at me for being a dumbass. She's never made chili for us, but I imagine whatever she can come up with will be better than, or miles ahead than any slop I could put together. Anyone got any better ideas?
Yeah, don't lie and say you won a second place in a chili contest. A multi-generational recipe.
Family recipe.
Like, that's not a white lie. Like, you went really hard.
Like, what did you say? I want to know the whole story. Like, what did you tell these people? Because that's probably a good story, too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I read a story where it was pretty much that exact scenario, and the guy just got a bunch of Wendy's chili and put it in a crock pot.
And they were like,
And
oh,
he
it's
won.
the best chili we've had. Yeah.
And he
First
won.
comment.
Wendy's chili is good, though. I love that shit. I'm not going to lie.
First comment from Pretty Shitty Mom. Do you have a Costco? They have chili in their prepared food section, and it's really good. Doctor it up with some salsa or sweet pickled jalapenos.
Add a little something to it. What if someone tried it where they were like, I know this is from Costco.
Yeah,
I
it would
can
be
tell
wild.
this
But,
chili
like-
anywhere.
Or if they did if he bought it from Wendy's or something, be like, I know where this is from.
I feel like a lot of people could probably recognize Wendy's.
yeah, it's pretty like,
Yeah, it's pretty
Different.
distinct. The next one, never did learn comments. I won my company cook-off by adding some good enchilada sauce, oregano, cilantro, and coming to the Costco stag chili. There were 12 groups competing.
Wow.
you mean cumin?
Yeah,
Cumin?
cumin.
Cumin?
It's
Oh
not
my
cumin.
god, I thought you said come in.
Cumin? Is it
I'm
cumin?
like, wait,
No.
what? In my
I-
face?
See,
The
I
secret
didn't. I
ingredient.
said that across the store in Aldi
This special
to Dawn. I
sauce.
was like, "Do you see if they have any cumin?"
She
And
said,
she
what?
and she
Hey,
was like,
see? I'm learning today.
"Well,
Look at
it's
that.
called cumin," and I said, "But it's spelt like okay." And she literally I had to call Cody after. It was like, this is what your fiance said.
So John B. Gaiman does comment and says, that's definitely something I'm considering doing. I'm not sure how close the nearest Costco is. Do you think people at a chili contest would be able to recognize pre-made chili, though?
Yeah.
He's getting recommendations at
Yeah.
least.
And then Atomic
He's
Bunny
trying.
fires back and says, I've seen people confess to using Costco chili and win chili cook-offs at their job. Just repackage it.
Yeah, or just add like a little bit of a few different like ingredients, so it's a little bit undetectable. But either way, you're fucked, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, you got to...
Yeah.
I definitely would not cook anything and bring it
Absolutely
yourself.
not.
Like, that just does not sound like a good idea.
Yeah.
And it seems like he
I would-
knows that.
Yeah. I would ask the
So-
wife and be like,
Yeah.
"Hey,
Yeah,
help
he's
me."
got the wife that
He's
can
got a
cook it.
wife. Yeah, hopefully
She might be
she's-
able to cook
Yeah.
real good and throw it together.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The way you
This
said like he's got a wife, like, oh yeah, she's totally.
He's got a
she
wife.
can
I
do
mean,
it. She's a wife.
Yeah.
She's
She
skilled,
can help him. I mean, she can help him.
or she can
'cause-
just do it. She might have a fantastic chili recipe.
Maybe she has the multi-generation family
Maybe,
chili
yeah.
recipe.
Yeah.
And she's going to be like, fuck, now I have to tell you the secret? You weren't supposed to know
family.
that.
It's family, though. It's her husband. It reminds me of this radio show I listened to. One of the guys, the host, he was known at the Friendsgiving for his mashed potatoes. And everyone was like obsessed with them. They had a new person come for one of the Friendsgivings. And they were like, are these Bob Evans mashed potatoes? And
Shit.
lo and behold, they were.
No shit.
He
They
just
are
added some butter
fire.
to them.
Wow.
That's funny.
Those
Yeah.
potatoes are fire.
Yeah.
They are pretty good. All right. You guys want me to go next or?
Yeah, you go ahead.
Since you're
Yeah.
volunteering,
Okay.
go ahead.
I just feel like it goes in the circle. Okay.
It's like a circle.
It's like a circle. This one is from Am I the Asshole? Again, yeah, I like that one. Sweet Baby Z 2020. Am I the asshole for not forgiving my husband, 26 male, for a mistake and not trusting him with our child? Throwaway account. I, 24 female, gave birth to my daughter 6 months ago, and it should have been the happiest moment in my life. When my daughter was born, her skin was very dark and looked like she could have 2 biological parents who were of African descent. My husband, Jim, 26 male, fake name, was furious and accused me of cheating and left right then and there. He told everyone on both sides of the family what happened, made posts on social media, and wanted a divorce. His family and a lot of our friends all called to say how upset they were with me and called me really nasty names. My mother was by my side the entire time, and I kept professing my innocence. Jim refused to pick me up from the hospital. He threw my stuff out on the lawn and changed the locks, so I had to stay with my parents. When my sister called to ask for the baby stuff, Jim texted me pictures of the bare nursery room and said he got rid of everything. He even destroyed my art studio. I like to paint, and the art I made, and told me my work would be too awful to sell. I was distraught and tried to focus on my baby. Weeks went by, and Jim refused to speak to me directly. He never once asked about our child. Eventually, he agreed to do a paternity, and he was 100% the father. No one could believe the results, and it was done again. Jim's the dad. Around that time, one of Jim's cousins did the ancestry thing, and there was around 30% of African ancestry in the family. This, combined with the test Jim's paternal great-grandmother admitted to having an affair around that time. Jim's grandfather was born, and was because he could pass, she just assumed her husband was the father. Since then, Jim has been reaching out, and everyone has come to apologize. And while it did feel good to feel vindicated, the damage had been done. I can't unhear or unsee all the horrible things that he has said and done, not just to me, but to my child as well. Jim made some very racist remarks. Things I thought he'd never say, and he did it so easily. Regardless of what our daughter looks like, I don't want her to be around that. What else will Jim and his family say or do the next time they get mad? How are they going to treat our daughter when she does something that upsets them? Jim has been begging for forgiveness. I said I needed time. He has to see the baby, and I let him, but I'm too afraid to physically hand her to him. He's repairing the nursery and keeps asking me what I would like, and I cry every time, saying we already had what I liked, and some of the items that we had can't be replaced. He asked me if I still loved him, and I admitted that he showed me his worst self, and I don't know if I could live with that image. I don't mean to be hurtful, but it's just how I feel. My sister suggested couples therapy, but I don't feel like I should have to work to fix something that I didn't break. I've never cheated and have been 100% honest in all of this the whole time. Am I the asshole for not wanting to give Jim a second chance? And there's a few updates. Do you want me to read those?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Update 1. I stepped away for a few hours and I couldn't believe what I came back to. I am truly amazed at all the wonderful comments of support as well as the private messages. I also understand why some people may think this is fake, and all I can say is you're free to believe what you want. I also see some questions and I should clarify a few things. All of this is initially happened at the near February, and I was already settled at my parents before the pandemic hit. And one of the reasons Jim wouldn't pick me up from the hospital was because I wouldn't admit to cheating or give him any details because there weren't any, which made him angrier. Based on the pictures Jim sent me, he didn't take a sledgehammer to the crib or anything. He just took stuff down to either return it for the money or give it away. While I deeply feel hurt, I wouldn't call it violent, but maybe it is. Online, he has announced that I pushed out a dark-skinned baby and was going to divorce me. His family started with the racial comments, and eventually he started doing it too, but only through my family. He refused to speak to me directly. Once the truth came out, everything he and his family posted were all taken down, but I and a few friends still have the screenshots. Jim never wrote down his racial remarks. While he didn't say any of the racist words, he did make comments about our daughter being a welfare princess and how I was going to be just another baby mama. Just to clarify, Jim is white. I am at least half white. One of my parents is adopted, and with everything that's happened, they decided to do the ancestry thing too. We should get those results any day now. So, update 3, it has some of that information. So, update 3, thank you for all the kind words of encouragement a couple months back, both in posts and DMs. A lot of things have happened since my initial post, and I just needed time to process it and be in a place where I can write about this stuff on my social media. So, here it goes. First, my parent, who was adopted, that did the ancestry and 23andMe thing, it turns out that Jim wasn't the only one who had African ancestry. My parents at least have 45%, which means I at least have 20%. I am legally separated from my husband with primary custody, and I'm living with my parents until further notice. He still keeps apologizing and wants me to come back to the house. He even offered to leave so I could stay there with my daughter, but I don't really want to. I like having my parents' support. My dad's retired, and he does a lot of the babysitting while my mom and I work remotely. I do go to the house every so often so Jim can see his daughter and for couples counseling via telecom. And one of the sessions, Jim confessed something really hurtful, and some of you guessed right. He cheated. It was a while we were dating before he proposed. His treatment towards me was a projection. It was an ex-girlfriend who had cheated on him, and he hooked up with her as an ego boost. He started to feel guilty, but was too scared that I would walk away to ever confess. Jim also admitted that he was scared when I got pregnant. Our baby wasn't planned. And he was just really anxious about becoming a father, but just pretended to be excited because he didn't want to look like an asshole. My husband was so willing to believe that our daughter wasn't his because he thought he had an out. Now that he knows that our child is his, he has spent time with her. He regrets everything, and he just wants his family back and is willing to spend the rest of his life making it up to us. This was all deeply hurtful, and I've cried about it more than once. Jim has just been lying to me, and my ability to trust him hasn't improved at all. When the holidays came around, his parents asked about seeing their grandchild, and I didn't want to. They told me that it was selfish of me to keep her away, and I reminded them of their past. They said that they've already apologized and tried to minimize the situation. They said I can't be angry forever and that I need to learn to forgive them. I'm so ashamed over ever loving and marrying into this family and wonder why I didn't see this before. I decided to contact a lawyer and I'll be filing for divorce after my daughter's first birthday.
Why?
That's a whole lot to like just.
Holy shit.
Yeah, that's a lot to unpack there.
Why would you show your ass before you even know?
For sure.
Yeah,
Yeah.
for sure.
Especially as one of her parents are adopted and he probably knew that he's been with her and married to her. I
And-
would have been like, let me get a paternity test.
And you said he has.
But he didn't know.
He
The
didn't
grandma
know.
didn't
Oh, he
admit
didn't
it
know.
until
Okay, he didn't
after
know.
the
Yeah.
test. Yeah.
Okay, all right.
But that,
What? Like what, dude? Still, yeah.
like,
made a whole ass of yourself.
yeah, like you left her at
big
the
ass.
hospital. You called her names. You
Ruin the nursery.
You ruined the nursery. You let your parents talk shit about her. Like, I don't think she's the asshole at all for being like, no, you can't see your grandchild because you didn't care in the beginning. Why should I care now? Pretty much.
It's
Like,
a sensitive subject when you're talking about is she the asshole because she's. I mean, that is her kid's father.
but I don't think she's the asshole for
No.
not.
No,
And
she
she
did nothing wrong.
And then she's
No.
obviously seeing more red flags, which is why they're getting a divorce.
Right, like now you
So-
want to be dad that you know for sure.
Yeah. Like
Either
you weren't
way,
excited. You cheated.
Yeah,
Like,
Yeah, he definitely projected his own guilt
yeah.
and accused her.
Like either way, like you should have just been there for the damn kid, dude. Like,
yeah.
And then you would have found out
There's
it
no
was
way.
yours. You know, like
He
Fuck.
ruined everything. On top of just like that little bit of after having the baby as a woman, you're going through so many things. You're going through so many emotions. Your body is going through so much. Then to find out that everything you had for that baby is ruined. The stuff you do to bring joy to yourself with your painting
Or
is
like
ruined.
the nursery or anything like and there's stuff she said that was irreplaceable. So I'm thinking if he like tossed something like she had handed down or something, and
Yeah,
it's
or that
just-
was expensive as
Yeah,
hell because
yeah.
some baby items are
Yeah.
really
hell
pricey.
yeah.
Just everything about it is a big hell no. To say the racist comments on social media, people will never unsee that.
No, and the fact that you took it down and she still has the screenshots, it's like, hey, yeah, you did this. Like, own up to your mistake.
And how
because-
many other people have seen those
Yeah.
and have screenshots?
Yeah, like, and especially like the friends too, like calling her names because you let out all that shit. Like,
Right. That's just very low.
yeah,
And yeah, I don't blame the mom, and I don't think she's the asshole for not wanting to forgive him or his family, so to speak, because I don't think I could. You made everything about have the birth of our baby about yourself and your own
Yeah.
insecurities and your own mistakes.
Yeah.
And we can never get this time back. And you ruined me being able to enjoy these special moments with my first baby
yeah,
with your selfishness, because at the end of the day, as much as she probably tried to like just let that be out of the picture and not think about it, that's probably all she was thinking about.
yeah.
And that's just terrible situation for a new mom to be in. What do you guys think? Asshole, not the asshole?
I don't think she's an asshole. and
no,
then
no.
and then
Not at
I'm
all.
very, happy that her parents help out as well. Like her dad's retired, so he can, help her out with the babysitting while her and her mom work and, have a good support system and good, just
I love that the most for
Yeah.
her. It's like
Yeah.
a big fuck you. Like, you thought I couldn't do anything without you. I've got this whole, tight knit,
Yeah.
small but mighty tribe.
yeah.
So really go fuck yourself. You didn't want to be a dad. You didn't want to give me a chance to explain. You didn't
Yeah.
want to believe me. You can see your daughter when it's convenient for me. But at this point, you just fucked up.
Yeah. And the
Yeah.
fact that he's like, oh no, you can still come to the house that we had together and I'll leave. Like,
Right.
fuck
No, thank you.
Fuck you.
You can keep that.
Yeah.
You didn't want me to be in it when you thought this wasn't your child. You can keep that. I don't
Yeah.
want a fucking thing from you.
Let the ex back in the house or something.
Right,
that you
like-
cheated on.
Have fun, buddy.
Yeah. No.
So let's see. Comments.
Yeah. What are some comments?
Okay, I'll just read the top comment because there's no updates from OP because they're all in that main one. But the top comment is by Muckle. Not the asshole. I know I'm late commenting this, but I still feel the need to. I'll tell you my bias from the start. I'm black. I'll tell you another truth. Race is determined phonetically most of the time, meaning what a person looks like. Your daughter is going to have to battle racism for the rest of her life. When people see her, they won't stop to ask themselves, does she have white parents? They will see a black girl woman. I personally could forgive them and his family, but I never return. I understand that you may want to forgive him and his family and go back to being a happy family. It's completely your choice, but that's the rub. I just want to give you something to think about. First, it's completely your choice. That means your daughter has no say. I believe your daughter is the most important person in this equation. She doesn't get to say, I don't want to be raised around people who have racist feelings towards people who look like me. They could never say an overly racist thing like welfare princess. This overt direct racism to her again, they could still treat her differently in the long run. At the best, she will grow to love herself and understand that the way she was treated was wrong. At first, it could derail her self-esteem forever.
Yeah.
What happens if you have another child who's lighter? Will the family and him treat them better? Make little comments about who's prettier, smarter, and more desirable? Please read more about people's experience growing up with racist and colorist family members. And please educate yourself from Black and mixed people. Learn what racism is and what it looks like. What your husband said was racist. That's what racist looks like in real life. It's not always beating and killing. It's also comments and attitudes. I'm concerned that he said something clearly racist and you didn't recognize it. You have to protect your child. Whether returned to him or not, ignorance is not a defense. You have to educate yourself on racism and prejudice, and you have shut down immediately when it happens. I'm telling you, his entire family and him will show their racism towards your daughter again. You have to be her protector.
Wondered if he wanted the kid at all. Like,
No.
Well, it says he didn't. It wasn't planned.
No,
yeah, it wasn't planned, and he
planned.
wasn't really
So I
excited.
don't think so.
like if he was
Yeah.
ever on board.
Right.
No.
It said that
And
he
then-
showed that he was excited, but probably to like
Yeah.
hide.
Right.
Yeah.
And then, it just so happened that it came out not their skin color. He got his out. And he
Yeah.
fucking ran with it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he showed it.
Like a fucking ass hat.
Mm-hmm.
That's crazy.
Yeah, his true colors definitely shined, and he did you a favor, honestly, and
Yeah.
your daughter.
Yeah. And his
Right.
family, because
Exactly.
she's not letting them. And she is right. Like, what if they do treat her differently and stuff, or that comment and everything? Like, it's gonna happen probably anyway if you were to let them see her.
Yeah, what they
Like,
said was really hateful.
yeah.
I would not leave my child, my child, who especially can't even talk yet,
Yeah.
alone with them. I don't give a fuck. It's not
Yeah.
happening. Like, come fight me.
Yeah.
In custody, not physically. But like for real,
Yeah.
I'll
it's
meet you
not
in the street.
happening. Yeah, but either one, whatever. If that's my child, no fucking way. Over my dead body.
No.
You have one job. It's to protect them from people like that. So,
Yeah.
Yeah.
who's going next, Cody or Willow?
You want to read yours?
Sure. I'll read mine. So it's from Our Confessions. Username is u/Nina MZ. It says, lied about pregnancy being ectomic to avoid judgment from religious friend.
Damn.
Whoa.
She said, a while back, I worked as a tutor for a well-to-do family and really got along with their live-in nanny. She became something of a confidant/aunt figure for me, and I would sit and chat with her for hours. Post tutoring sessions, during this time, I became pregnant with my asshole ex-boyfriend's baby and confided her about it. She was so happy for me and kept talking about how things like this were meant to be and it's all part of God's plan. I'm not religious myself, but she's super Catholic, so I really appreciated her advice. Long story short, I had an abortion, and when she asked me about my pregnancy and how it was going, I lied and said that I found out it was ectomic and had to terminate it for that reason. Not true at all. I had an abortion for a bunch of different reasons that I'm perfectly capable of articulating most of the time, but to her I lied. This happened years ago and is a small white lie in the scheme of things, but it still bothers me to this day. I hate that I felt the need to excuse myself, that I couldn't own up for my own actions. I don't feel like that I have anything to be ashamed of in terms of the abortion, but my lie to her suggests otherwise. And then a few of the comments say that one is by Hilario Gold. Hilario, yeah. I've been a chronic oversharer my whole life, and I've feel like this before. You got to remember that it's your life, and not everyone is entitled to it. You did the right thing by you with deciding to terminate, and it makes sense not to tell her. Not helpful, but from what it sounds like, you made the right decision. Either easier said than done, but you don't have to feel guilty about anything. And then somebody else said, not really, I'm 50. It's always going to be in you to explain to yourself to others that you just don't care that much, that you are explaining yourself. I've kind of honed it down to my moral compass. If I'm truly okay with my decisions after taking the time to make them, then that's all I can do.
Yeah.
So
I feel like abortion is such a tricky subject because there's so many big feelings and opinions on it.
yeah,
But at the end of the day, it's just our job as individuals to just, well, it's supposed to be anyways, to respect
others'
your
decisions,
choice
yeah.
and to just butt out. I agree. Like, especially if you already know this person is a huge Christian and not going to handle this very well, it's not their place to judge you or to give you that advice or that criticism. So if you're going to open up to anybody about it, get a therapist or an unopinionated friend,
Yeah.
you know?
I mean, I don't think she did anything in the wrong. I mean, if she had her reasons, everybody has their reasons. So, I mean, like one of the comments is her life. It's her decision ultimately. Like it's nobody else's decision at the end of the day.
Right.
Right.
Even those who feel entitled to
Yeah.
have
We're
that
not-
decision.
We're not the ones here to pass judgment.
That's
No.
very
Right.
personal.
Yeah. There's HIPAA clauses for a reason.
Right.
This is that kind of reason. So
Well, I have a story.
he has a story.
You fucking better.
Yeah, you had one job. Get a story.
All right. My 28-year-old female partner, 30-year-old male, is telling white lies.
Bastard.
Yeah. So, for context, we have been dating close to a year and are set to move in together very soon. We have had a really strong relationship with good communication for the most part. I have always emphasized how important honesty is to me, and he has always agreed. So, a few weeks ago, he was supposed to come over after work. We were going to get dinner and have a sleepover. He told me that he got out of work really late and apologized. He came over extremely late, much later than we agreed on, but he was just working late, right?
Right.
Wrong. I was on my Venmo the next day doing something and noticed a transfer from him to some girl that I've never heard of with a drink emoji as the note.
Bro.
Oh my
No,
gosh.
no.
I was anxious to confront him over the lie, but I did calmly. He told me that he had drinks after work with someone he knows from work. He, in quotations, doesn't know why he lied and didn't mean to keep it from me. The dishonesty just really hurt me. I have no idea why he wouldn't say. The dishonesty really hurt me. I have no idea why he wouldn't just say he was going to be late because he was having a drink with a coworker. I'm not sure if he lied because of the drinking, because of the person, or because he was causing himself to be late to our plans. I have not been able to get a clear answer from him, but made it known that I would not be tolerating further lying. Fast forward to last week, he was supposed to come over after work. He gets off at 5:30 p.m. usually. 7:30 p.m. rolls around, and I haven't heard from him, so I ask if everything's all right. He says that he is late at work training for his promotion. Another hour ticks by. I do have some trouble believing that his job made him stay an 11-hour shift for training. He messages around 8:40 p.m. that he is now on the way, and he is 15 minutes away. He writes this as if he's just left, but it is a 30-minute drive at absolute best. He surely does arrive in 15 minutes. I ask him again what happened, and he insists he was just stuck late training. He smells strongly of mouthwash and possibly alcohol. I tell him again that his story doesn't add up, and he brushes it off. He then got really emotional and confided in me in some things that he has been going through. While I am grateful that he felt safe enough to share that with me, I can't help but to be concerned about what feels like another lie. I am planning to confront him, but I do not know how. I'm at such a loss. It is so painful to be lied to by someone that you thought you could trust. Does anyone have any insight or advice how I can talk to him about this? Edit. Just wanted to add that this all kind of hit me today, and I feel like I was really misdirected on the day this happened, as suddenly everything was about him and what he has been going through. The issues are personal and have some pretty severe mental illness symptoms that he is having. I'm empathetic, but also cautious. It's hard to tell where my grace lends me to be taken advantage of. I have not doubted our relationship or moving in together prior to this, but now it all feels uncertain and I'm not sure if I should move forward.
Is there any
Automatic.
comments?
Yeah. Wait, hang on. How long were they together again?
Over a year?
Dating close to a year.
Yeah. That boy is fucking cheating.
Yeah.
But he has some sort of mental disorder?
I feel
No,
like that's
no.
such a poor excuse.
Is that
too.
what I heard?
I know that sounds like an excuse.
Like,
to me.
Yeah.
what?
Yeah, but how dare you use that one of
How
all
is
of them?
that? Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
he's like you're not even like you're acting like you're 5 years deep and you're just cheating on her and you really need to give her like a hardcore excuse. No, just be honest.
The fact that, especially like,
That she didn't know about it at
Yeah.
all either. Like you don't
The
like,
whole drinks thing, you're being
that-
shady
yeah.
with that. Then
Yeah.
the next
like,
day
the
that.
whole part. I mean, come
well,
on.
Bruh.
a week after
Yeah.
that, then him coming home smelling like mouthwash and
Alcohol.
alcohol. I feel like you could put two and two together and be like, well, maybe he was drinking with his coworker again, and you know,
Yeah.
But the mouthwash is a nice detail. Like you smell like alcohol and mouthwash.
Right.
Like, that's
Just trying
You
to
tried
cover
to
it up.
cover it up.
yeah.
Did you brush your
Yeah.
teeth before you left work? Like,
Yeah.
make it make sense. You're fucking gross. He was probably kissing on her and wanted to hide anything to do with that, a smell or whatever.
Yeah.
You're nasty. Just be honest, bro.
Yeah, it doesn't sound good for him.
And it doesn't look good for you when you were
Yeah.
just lying the week prior or you were
Yeah.
trying. You weren't even going to tell her
Yeah, until she found it on your phone.
on your
like,
Venmo.
yeah.
Yeah. It wasn't on his phone. She just saw it on Venmo.
Oh,
I have a
like, that's
comment-
what's even worse.
yeah.
I have a comment from Polygon Man, and he's pretty direct about it.
Okay, give it to us.
White lies are lies which do no harm. He is lying to cover things up.
Mm-hmm.
He's going out drinking with people and then lying about it. He is just a liar.
Right.
Do you want to be with a liar? Because what you're signing up for is a lifetime of lies. From
Basically, thank you, buddy.
Yes.
Right.
Yes. That's it. Did you upvote that? Upvote that shit.
yeah.
It's good advice.
Yeah, I mean, for sure, he's lying. And I mean, you're not at that much of a lot. Dating close to a year, that's
It's at any point though, if you're not interested in her anymore, it's so much so someone walks into your life that soon and you're just your head is turned, just
Right.
go let her know.
Yeah.
You're
Be
not doing
upfront
her
about it.
any
Yeah.
favors by
And then
lying to her.
Y'all are talking about moving in together, getting your own place and everything. Like,
Yeah.
just no.
also a little off topic. I hate how Venmo puts your transactions out for everybody to see.
You can make them private.
Oh, can you?
Yeah.
I don't really use Venmo, but
You
that's
can make
good,
them
'cause
private, but a lot of people don't.
I know, and I see that.
I think it's weird. You
Yeah,
can be
it
like,
is weird.
oh, did they actually go get pizza?
Right.
Is that code for something? Yeah.
Or like some of these videos with Pizza Hut or Taco Bell, or these guys texting Taco Bell or Pizza
Yeah.
Hut or some shit. and
Cody
it
just
calls
doesn't
them.
want people to know how much money he spends on Pokemon.
Right.
No,
Yeah.
I remember I had an
Pokemon
old
card.
roommate that used to pay me on Venmo, and we'd always put stupid shit for the little emoji.
Because you have to include an emoji.
you gotta
put a Yeah.
message.
And, But what's funny is my supervisor comes up to me one day and says, "So I see you guys are into some weird things."
Oh
I'm like, oh my god.
no! Oh my god, that's embarrassing.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, that's a really crazy one.
Yeah, he's definitely up to no good.
I hope she broke up with him. When was that posted? Like,
I think it was like 3 years ago. It was,
oh damn! So we're
long
not
time
getting
ago.
an update.
No. Oh no, 1 year ago.
1 year ago.
Yeah.
Maybe. I bet they're still together.
I would hope not.
Yeah,
Maybe
well,
she
yeah,
gave
but-
it another
that-
year.
That just sounds like if you fix it for now, it's just gonna happen. You're kicking the can down the road.
Save that
Some
post just
people,
in
though.
case. You never know. Maybe
I know.
maybe she gave it another year, and there's gonna be like a year update.
Yeah, click on her user, see if there's another one, because sometimes they're not allowed to like edit or add anything else.
It's already been deleted.
Ow.
Damn.
Maybe
We're
they
never
did get back
gonna
together
know.
and she deleted it because he
Rats.
was pissed off about it.
Right.
Found it on the internet.
Everything was better than ever.
I think it's crazy when you see those stories where like someone that's in the story, they'll comment and be like, "Oh, this is your fucking sister. I knew you did that shit, blah blah blah." And
oh
Yeah.
yeah.
those are crazy. I would be fucking so embarrassed if I wrote a story and someone ever found it and
Yeah,
was
I
like,
know.
"I know this is you."
Right. Commented on it.
Yeah.
I
Chris-
remember when you did that.
Did you read yet?
Yeah. That was
Yeah,
the
you were
first one.
That was the first one.
All right. We read our stories.
Yes.
Very informative.
Feel
Don't
like,
lie.
Yeah, don't. I feel like today was a pretty hard hitting
I liked all our
episode.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, people out there lying about chili.
I know.
That was
Can
a
you
good
believe
That's
it?
the worst one.
Can you believe it? I can't believe it. I mean, that's just like
It sucks.
so bad.
Playing a game tonight.
We do have a game.
I'm just here for the games.
Okay. And we will do that right after this break. All right. And here we are. Another fine game here at Threddit. Today, we'll be playing a little game I like to call Poet or Prolific Killer. Gasp. In today's game, I will be reading famous quotes from either a notable poet or a notorious killer. We'll be using our amazing problem-solving skills. Sorry. You have to edit this out. I gotta move this.
Talk into the mic.
It's hard to read. All right. Sorry. We'll be using our amazing problem-solving skills in this one to better understand the similarities between an ill mind and an ingenious mind, a person of words or a person of woes.
Are we considering all poets geniuses? I would like to politely disagree.
In a sense.
Are murderers?
Some of them are very smart.
In a sense.
Yeah.
In a sense. There is a
Touche.
sense of genius to all of it. I mean,
All the ones that got convicted, they're not smart though. That's the ones that did not get convicted.
Till that
True.
DNA got him 20 years later.
Yeah. I
Yeah.
know.
very true. But, so, are we ready?
We've been ready.
You guys feeling confident?
No.
Cody, how you feeling?
Like I'm gonna win.
I
Like a
it.
winner.
I
Chris.
like it.
Just Cody gets asked. No one else.
Right.
Just because
So
Cody was
sus.
so sore about losing. I
Yeah.
wanted,
Okay, boo-hoo.
I
We've been
wanted-
sore.
I wanted to check his temperature, all right? I wanted to check his temperature, see how he's feeling. All right, so here we go. Poet or prolific killer. Number 1. 2 roads diverged in a wood, and I took the one less traveled by, and that has made all the difference. Megan.
I get to go last. I won the last game.
Oh, that's right. That's right. She gets to go
I'm
last.
pulling
I
my card.
forgot. She's got a card. Willow.
Going after the women I see. Got it.
To that I say,
Poet.
Okay. Willow says poet.
I want to say poet as well.
Cody says poet.
Poet. We're all wrong, aren't we?
You're all right.
We're all right.
You're all right.
We're all right.
Yeah, you're all right. It was
All right,
Robert
all right, all
Frost.
right.
Everybody know Robert Frost?
Yes.
Oh.
Yeah.
Good old Robert Frost.
Is that poet?
Yeah, he's that poet. But and this one, some say, this Frost poem was as much about what you didn't do, as well as what you did choose, and how that may have impacted your life path.
Okay.
Right? Let that sink in.
It went above me.
Right? I just wrote that. I don't know. I didn't. Maybe I didn't write that. But I read it. I was like, that sounds cool. Sounds like something he said. Anyway, number 2. I think I may be possessed with demons. I was dropped on my head as a kid.
In what world did a poet say that?
Cody.
Cody.
Going with murderer, but just thinking about a poet saying that.
Okay.
I also will say murderer.
Megan?
Poet.
Damn.
And Megan is wrong.
My hands flinching like, yeah. I was so sure I was right.
Yeah, it's Dennis Rader.
Damn, I keep doing this to myself. This is how I get behind.
Yeah, Dennis Rader. He was a old PFK, if you will.
What does that mean?
P-
PFK?
oh, PTK, sorry. Bind, torture, kill. Sorry, I can't write. Can't read my own handwriting. Bind, torture, kill was his philosophy. This man would stalk his victims from the shadows,
Oh, it's creepy.
sometimes for months.
Okay, that's
creepy.
yeah.
What was that?
Right.
His excuse in court? That quote? I was dropped on my head as a kid. Like,
Maybe, yeah, it may have been.
His
He-
final
he
words
didn't know any
before he
better.
got convicted.
He didn't know any
Yeah.
better. Hey, my mom dropped me on the head as a kid. Come on.
I legitimately dropped my sister on the head from my shoulders when she was like months old, and
Oh,
they had
God.
to take her to get CAT scanned and everything. And
Oh, shit.
That makes sense. Just
Yeah.
kidding, Nina. I love you.
I fell down the stairs with Cameron when he was like 3 months old.
I'm pretty
Slid-
sure.
I slid down them though. Like I slid, like I my foot slipped on the steps and I like held him on my belly and I slid down the
okay,
stairs.
that's what I was gonna ask. Is
Yeah.
how did he fall though? Because
He was fine, but
Yeah.
I busted my ass on every single one of them steps.
right. So you took the impact.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't think there's a baby out there that hasn't gotten hurt before it even turned to one
Yeah.
that hadn't
yeah.
been dropped.
Yeah.
They could
It
put through some
happens.
shit.
Yeah, they're durable though. They're good.
Yeah, they're pretty durable.
Right.
Pretty
fucking
terrible.
Just
Follows
don't
across
shake them
the-
or anything.
Just don't shake them. Yeah, that hurts. That hurts the brain. You don't want to do that.
Yeah, we don't want to abuse them, but okay.
All right, back to a poet or prolific killer here. Threddit. Number 3. I haven't even been keeping score. Hold on. Megan's the only one that's got them wrong.
Yeah, she's
That's
the
right.
only loser in this group.
Yeah, Megan's the only one that did got the first one wrong. It's okay. That's just how I'm
She
keeping
got
track.
the first one right though.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
Attacking.
Yeah, because
Yeah,
it
I
was a
did.
poet.
But I
and
got them wrong.
But everybody got it right. So then,
Oh, it was the second one. That's right.
yeah.
Right.
It's the second one.
So
It's
she's still
2,
losing.
2,
She-
1.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, that's right.
You're
That's
still
right,
the
that's right.
loser.
You still just lost one of them. That's all.
But you were trying to say she lost 2 of them.
Yeah, you went hard on
No,
me.
I was
It's
just-
cool. I see where you're sleeping tonight. It's right there on the couch.
Number 3. You may trod me in the very dirt, but still like dust I'll rise. Willow.
Poet.
Yeah, poet.
Poet. Megan.
Why are you following my
Murderer.
lead?
I'm not. That's my honest answer. And Megan's just gonna go against the grain the whole
It's
time.
a poet.
At this point, who fucking cares? I have them all wrong already. I'm over this every time.
I haven't been keeping track, and that's my fault.
Yeah, it
I
is
got
your
distracted.
fault.
Yeah. It's not looking good for you, Megan.
Moving along. Where are the bonus questions, by the way?
There's no bonus questions in this one. It's hard to do bonus questions.
We're in hardcore mode.
This is
Megan.
hardcore mode, okay? This is big stuff. This is the big leagues, all right?
I get so excited for the game part, and then once we're in it, I'm like, I'm over this.
Let's finish
I'm
this.
done. I'm
Right.
losing.
Number 4. Dad, the world is getting darker now. I can feel it more and more.
Why would a murderer say that? It was a poet.
He didn't call on anybody.
Cody says poet. Willow.
It's a poet.
Why are you following me?
Poet, okay.
Murderer.
Megan is right.
Oh.
Oh fuck.
Wow.
And she is now tied with you twos.
How I got 2 wrong.
How? What? Yeah.
Oh, that's right. Never
I'm
mind.
just one
Never mind.
below
It's 3
them
to, it's
now.
I
3
was
3
like,
to 2. I'm sorry.
You're really not keeping up with
I'm
this
trying to keep it
round.
exciting. I'm trying to keep it exciting. But anyway. No, I've only asked 3 questions. Wait. Oh, that's right.
Oh
She
my.
got it. I'm keeping score. Don't worry. Anyway. It's David Berkowitz, the son of Sam, said that in a letter to his father.
Do you know these people?
No. I just looked them all. I don't know these people. But
You said it with such confidence,
Right.
like I should know.
Who Sam is?
he pled guilty to 8 shootings, resulting in 6 fatalities.
Oh, fantastic.
Claims that he took orders from a neighbor's dog who was a demon,
What?
which later admitted to was a hoax.
Well,
But
yeah.
due to the intense media coverage, New York State had to create the Son of Sam laws designed to keep criminals from financially profiting from the publicity of their misdeeds.
Oh,
What do you think his last meal was?
dog.
I'm just kidding. I know he got the death penalty.
Oh, he definitely did, yeah. Because this was like over a span of years, too. This wasn't
I think it's kind of messed up if you kill that many people too that you even get a choice on the last meal. Like, bro, I don't care how long you're in there for. If you get that death penalty, you're not getting your choice of a last meal.
What would yours be?
My last meal?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Generally, they keep it something that like is achievable. You can't just say fucking rhino.
Well, no, I know. Like some person had lobster
They're
though,
going
for their last
extinct.
meal.
They have what?
Some person, I can't remember who, but they had like lobster for their last meal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, fried chicken, steak. They do a
Yeah.
pop tart.
Quesadillas.
Yeah, I was about to say probably Mexican.
Yeah, something
food.
Mexican. I love Mexican food.
Yeah.
Some people do candy.
Will
Okay.
Ferrell and
Who's
Elf,
some people?
lasagna and or spaghetti
people
and
that do.
maple syrup
No,
and
ugh.
Smarties.
Yeah.
Why not? Who gives a shit? I get like a bunch of McGriddles.
I'll be
Really?
like Taco
Maybe.
Bell.
McGriddle.
Yeah, McGriddles.
They'll get you fast food.
Oh yeah. I want all the McGriddles.
What would you have?
I don't know.
Because you love food too much.
Yeah, there would be so much.
There,
Like,
there's too many choices.
He's
really,
like, can I get a
mean.
charcuterie board of my choices, please? Lobster,
Or like
crab.
this, or like this
Right.
restaurant that's around town that'll give you a side of a 8-ounce ribeye.
Yeah.
Only Cody
You know
would
what I'm
do that
talking
at
about?
breakfast.
It's
Yeah.
a side option.
yeah.
Yeah.
Hi,
Can you
can
get
I
a
get-
side of steak?
Can I get 2 super platters
Yeah.
and a side of steak?
All right, back to the game.
He's like, don't call me out.
All right. Here we go. Number 5, poet or prolific killer here on Threddit. Some cause happiness wherever they go. Others whenever they go.
Who's going?
Megan.
Poet.
That does sound very poetic.
Cody.
Thank you. Oh, I thank you for asking, Chris. I think I'm gonna go with poet.
Poet.
Well,
We're all wrong.
You see,
You're
it's
right.
A trick
it's a poet.
because it sounds
He's
like
good at
the
that.
topic is, like murder. But
Stop looking.
I'm not looking.
you were like,
Even like he said, can you even read that shit?
not really. If I
It's
sat
hard
there-
for me to read it, okay? All right. So now we're at 4, and 3. Here we go. Number 6.
But that was the wrong one. It was supposed to be
Because you're a loser.
Yeah,
You were labeling yourself. Okay.
Number 6. The dead won't bother you. It's the living you have to worry about. Willow.
Murderer?
I want to go with a murderer too, Chris.
I want to go
Megan?
with murder. I want to go with murderer as well.
Cody.
Oh, you didn't even say me.
No!
I didn't hear you. I'm sorry.
So eager.
Yeah, I would like to go with a murderer.
Okay. And you're all right.
Oh.
Wow. I thought I was going to get somebody on that one. That one is a little old man named John Wayne Gacy,
I've heard of them.
the clown killer.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Charged
that
with
story.
33 murders,
And they were all boys.
mostly teenage boys.
Mm-hmm.
He was killed by lethal injection in 1994.
Mm.
And he hid
Fun
them
fact.
underneath his basement. Or not his basement, underneath his floorboards. Yeah.
He missed the good old days where you could murder people and get away with it.
Right? He
That's like
was
what,
too late.
70s?
Yeah, he was too late. Poor fella. He could have been bigger.
Yeah.
You never truly get away with it. God will judge you.
Facts.
Would you stop? I don't need that on my conscience.
Did you murder? Because if you did,
Murdered who? Number 7.
so
All right, here we go. This is the dividing line right here. After this one, only the top 2 will remain.
Oh, shit.
So here
May
we
the
go.
best winner win.
And if I'm keeping track right, Megan, you have to get this right.
Megan, just try at least.
You have to. It's
I
5.
got one wrong.
Cody has 5. Willow has 5, and you have 4.
You have to
So
put in an effort.
you have to win this one to stay in. If you stay in, then we'll have a 3-way tie and an ultimate rock paper scissors showdown will go down.
Okay.
That would be crazy, but let's be honest. The odds of them getting it wrong and me getting it right are like 3 to 10.
You never know.
Did
Here
you do the math yourself?
at Threddit. You never know here at
I'll
Threddit.
stand by those odds any day of the week.
60% of the time, it works every time.
Go.
Anyway, number 7. Even psychopaths have emotions. Then again, maybe not. Cody.
I feel like I've heard this. And because of that, I'm going with murderer because I would know that more than any poet.
Okay, you would know that, of course. Okay, you would know that. Okay.
Murder quotes, yeah.
Yeah, okay. Good. That's good. That's good. Megan?
Can you read the line one more time?
Even psychopaths have emotions. Then again, maybe not.
Murderer.
Okay. Willow?
Murder.
Yes. It's a murderer.
Is it like Ted Bundy or like who is it?
Richard Ramirez
Oh, that's the
Night
stalker.
Stalker.
Yeah, we've
Yes.
seen the documentary on
Okay,
that.
so I have heard it.
killed
Yeah.
14 people across the state of California during the mid 80s.
And he got caught by his shoe print.
Yes. Sentenced
Damn.
to 16 life terms.
He never coming out.
No.
No, he actually died and he's already dead, I believe. He died.
Pretty sure you're right.
Yeah.
We watched that, but it was so long ago.
Yeah.
I listened to so many that they all
Yeah.
just started to blend together.
Yeah. That's why I'm over here like, it was a Ted Bundy. Like,
Which one? So, I'm out. So it's
So
you
yeah,
guys.
Megan's out. And
I'll see myself to bed.
it's, it's
Shit.
tied.
okay.
Right? We got a barn burner here.
Oh, I thought you.
It's
Oh, she
6
was
to
getting the
6.
rock,
Guys.
paper, scissors out.
Can you like stand up so they can see that your hands?
Are we doing rock,
If you
paper,
guys
No.
want to
scissors?
watch on
No?
YouTube.
No.
Wait, what?
No, there's 3 more.
Oh.
Yeah,
There's
we're
3
not-
more.
Oh, okay.
If you,
We don't listen.
If you, no, you don't. This is why I'm making a rule book. This is why I'm making a rule book, and you will
Put your
study
pen
it.
down. It's like your long nail
You'll
pointing
study
at
it.
me.
Meh.
Me.
So,
Okay.
yeah, no, if you had gotten it right, we would have had a 3-way tie, and we would have had rock paper scissors
I remember that
for the
part.
last 2 finalists. But we have the last 2 finalists, and it's Willow and Cody. So here we go
'Kay.
with the 8th offering.
Not the offering.
It matters not how straight the gate, how charged with punishments the scroll. I'm the master of my fate, and I'm the captain of my soul. Cody.
Murderer.
Willow.
Poet.
Ooh, we got a little bit of spice.
Ooh.
And Willow's correct.
I knew
Damn.
it.
W.E. Henry, published in 1888. While Henley was recovering from getting his leg amputated due to tuberculosis complications, a poem of survival and the idea that no matter what, you are in charge of your destiny came upon him.
The old tuberculosis.
Old TB.
Was that Edgar Allan Poe that had tuberculosis? Speaking of poets that I just said I didn't know anything about, I think it was.
I don't know. Quite possibly.
What did we do to fix tuberculosis? We
This
got a
is not
vaccine
part
or
of the
something?
game.
It's
No,
a
okay.
vaccine.
All right.
Some have proposed it was due to tuberculosis that he died,
Edgar
but there's
Allan
no
Okay.
definitive evidence that this was or was not the case.
Thank you, Megan.
You're very welcome.
All right, so here we go. Willow is ahead 7-6 with the 9th offering. Cody, if you don't get this one right, and Willow doesn't even have to get it right. Cody, you have to get it right.
Do you want to be in this or not?
You have to get it right to stay in this game, or else Willow walks away with the belt.
It's all
Gosh,
on my
step it
shoulders.
up, bro.
So here we go. Number 9. I don't believe in man, God, nor devil. I hate the whole damned human race, including myself.
Interesting.
Willow?
Murderer.
Cody?
Don't you dare.
Well, I was already gonna say it, but murderer.
It is a murderer.
Well, tell us who, Willow.
I think it's Ted Bundy, actually. It's Ted Bundy or somebody else, like really, really famous.
Gary Ridgway?
Yeah, he's
Is that
like
the green?
like the Green Lake Killer or something, like Swamp Lake. Something, I don't know.
What's his name, Gary? What?
Initially
Ridgway.
convicted of
Ridgway.
48 separate murders committed between the early 80s to the late 90s.
The Green River Killer.
Yeah,
Green
Green
River
River.
Killer.
Okay,
He
yeah.
had a plea bargain, and another conviction was added, making him the second most prolific serial killer in the U.S., according to confirmed murders.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Damn, 48 separate murders committed between the early 1980s and 1990s. Boy, you are fucking busy.
Mm-hmm.
Damn!
That's insane.
But, so that gives Willow 8 and you 7.
Do we really have to answer that
There's
other
only one
question?
left.
That I'm not gonna win. So
I mean, it could end in a tie.
And then you can rock, paper, scissors it.
And we
So
could
let's
have
do
the
it.
ultimate sudden death rock paper scissors off.
Yeah,
Let's
you don't
hear
get
it.
a choice,
For
dude.
the second time in Threddit history. Here we go. Number 10. In 3 words, I can sum up everything I've learned about life. It goes on. Cody.
make her go first. She's winning.
She-
Poet.
Willow.
Could you repeat it real quick, please?
In 3 words, I can sum up everything I've learned about life. It goes on.
You're like licking your microphone.
Tastes good.
I'll say poet.
Cody, what did you say? Poet?
Yes.
Dramatic
You're
pause.
both right.
So she wins.
Willow wins the game.
MVP.
Wow. Look at that.
The girls dominating
The
tonight.
girls dominating
How does
the
it
last
feel?
2
How's it feel?
games.
How's it feel?
He can't even look at us.
No.
He's ashamed.
He's like, I want to go home.
That's what
So
happens.
you've seen it here at Threddit, folks. Cody had a 2-game win streak, and the girls have taken advantage of him today.
I got taken advantage of. That's right.
They got him. But it's all right. There'll be more games. There'll be another day.
Yeah, I'm excited. Hopefully win maybe one day in the future.
Cody, how you feeling?
I'm gonna.
Defeated.
Not all of us can be winners, Cody. It's okay.
Yeah. This sucks, you know.
Cause
okay.
focused.
You know, it's okay. It's okay. These are the moments that make us better, Cody. These are the moments that you push through, and they just make you better. It's okay. You'll be all right.
Just remember, you almost got there. You just didn't quite do it.
I was very close.
You were very close. You almost forced the second sudden death rock, paper, scissors ever.
I know.
The fact that we already have one is pretty amazing. You almost made it a second, but you didn't. It's okay.
Next time. All right, guys. I'm Megan.
I'm Chris.
I'm Cody.
And I'm Willow.
And you guys, if you want to find us on socials, we are on YouTube, TikTok. You can look us up at Threddit Podcast. That's THREDDIT Podcast. And make sure to give us a like, follow, subscribe, and give us a 5-star rating if you love us, please. We really appreciate it. All things help boost our podcast. You guys are amazing. See you next week. Bye.
Bye.
Peace.